Your plans and how are you celebrating the Valentine's Day with your family, friends, and your love? Becca Solutions, in collaboration with Sammy Flex TV, has done it again. It is the Vows Day special in Dubai with Sammy Flex, coming this 9th to 16th of February 2023. With a lot of experience on the desert safari, Dubai Free, Atlantic's Water Park, Dubai City Tour, party in the club, and the yacht party. Now for you, yes, also the romantic dinner party. No, so so package when you know, yeah, 13,000 Ghana cedis. So person new will be dime back one. Now so one person would die at 14,500 Ghana cedi. Pick your phone, call us and book us now on 0243 514 732 or +971 559 494 061. Habibi, have fun with love.
Me did the young antechua, and maybe I'm discovered for Europe. I come a bushing for Ghana. No, me used to tap send. No fee mobile money transfer. Easy, convenient, fast, and sounds so free. Won't you share? Me discover ye map him. Tap send. Intienne. Also download the tap send app. No, ever mobile phone so free. Na first ka come a bushing for Ghana for na. Tap send. Papa no.
Everybody check now. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. Green select glucometer, check it. Push sugar level, check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now. This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Emre Dudu Nani Tina Kamu Quantin, Ting Akotonio Mabiguya shop, so Binya Nina or Fako, and no so yasel for fro. Oh, so to Fako Sikas one in Patemu, and Nasa Achimota La Paz, Cosin Sawam. Jimmy Dale is your one-stop shop distribution for wholesale and retailers. Safa drinks, Inshu, Inyani, and Nasa Adibia Wopebia. So Koton Quadia and your baby also Tumwa a Jimmy Dale. You can locate Jimmy Dale Ventures at Giga Junction inside Soto or call us now on 0208-920-996. Jimmy Dale Ventures, the official sponsor for Sammy Flex TV.
We are still getting close to Christmas, and I can tell you that our showbiz space, especially in Ghana, is becoming very, very active. Events here and there. Everywhere you pass, someone is announcing an event. And it's so obvious that some people are also working behind the scenes to make sure their events become big. But one event that I'm not too sure how it is going, but the venue they are doing the event scares me is the Wizkid event. And my producer will share the flyer of the event with me, and I'll be asking my people that what are they also seeing, or they are selling some submarine tickets that we don't know. Are people really patronizing the tickets because it is Wizkid? Does it look like, if they joke with it, a performance, as in they are not going to see the numbers they are expecting, despite whoever is on it? It is going to be one of my topics that I'll be discussing today. And I know I'm not going to do this alone. I'm doing this with you, alongside my people. On the set, I have Roland Amate, who is already in your shot. He is one guy that can do your publicity for you any day, talent manager, and also when it comes to events, he can sort you out. And in the middle, Nana Reagan, road manager for Wendy Shea, also a talent manager into events. And I have man like in Team Do Solomon, you can simply call him Chemo. Yesterday, one lady love said Chemo looks like the owner of the one-man church.
Oh, sure,
I think Chemo was a one-man church is very
Pastor for one man.
I think he looks like
Pastor for a one man. Owner of a one man church.
I
have to think about it.
Hey, Charlie, how is Chemo look like?
No, Pastor Nunjan was I.
What specify? What specify? So that Chemo. People can be shady.
Orthodox churches, they don't dress the way I do. One man church.
Oh no, we share. I share the captain.
No, be
Oh, the things that make us happy, you guys have no idea. Alright, so Chemo, the one-man church man, is here once again. He is our digital content strategist and our online manager. And of course, you're also there. People like Love and the rest of you guys. Your comments sometimes freak us out. So keep them coming. Only keep it clean. No attacks. Keep the community guidelines like YouTube has been advising. And behind the scenes, Digital Rasta currency on camera. Richie Flex is the editor director of the show. Emmanuel Forila PG is the producer, and Gideon Nilam Tessin is our creative director. My name is Sammy Flex, and I'm going to be the man in charge of this content. And now we can roll. Richie, so like I said, let's have the details of that show, and Roland Amate will start this because or maybe Roland knows something that I don't know. The other day, I asked him to check their website and how it is going. Still, I didn't get any positive information. Of course, and let's make this clear. We know what Wizkid can do. We have seen it before. It was some time ago in London. 3 continuous days. 20,000, sir. Boys, sir. 3 continuous days. 20,000 baht, 20,000 baht, 20,000 baht. Everywhere was filled. Well, we don't know how it was done. But we are in Ghana. And as much as I know, if you are doing a show in Ghana, then your ultimate people that you expect them to come for such an event will be Ghanaians. Of course, you might have some foreigners as well, but surely you would want Ghanaians to come. And I'm an event person, a showbiz person, an active one indeed. I'm listening to radio, I'm reading stories in newspapers, online, I'm watching TV, and I'm not seeing anything. Like, it is still the 1 or 2 flies sometimes here, sometimes 1 story there, 2 stories here. That's the only thing I'm seeing. And should I get scared? Should I get scared? Ro, what is happening? I had a ticket sold already.
I am equally as concerned as you are, But then, looking at the caliber of artists,
Live Hub. Now we can go onto that website and see what you see there for me. Live Hub Entertainment.com.
Yes, but it is livehubent.com.
Today's date is what?
Today is 15th.
15th.
Yeah.
So what it means is that just 25 days to go.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
But I wouldn't be surprised though. I wouldn't be surprised.
Surprised of
the way they are promoting the event. Like I am not so surprised. I would want to think of that last minute kind of project, because yes, we are left with about 25 days. Mm-hmm. And this is the period that they were supposed to intensify the promo, if you look at it, because a month to the event day is when you need to intensify the promo looking at how do we call it, the radio, TV and all that. But I would want to think that or believe that probably the push will be in the last week. You know, Wizkid has a tall lineup of days, like a tall lineup of dates for his tour, and Ghana is just one of them. So right after Ghana, he has other places to play. So I am looking at, okay, maybe he has his own schedules, and for that matter, maybe in that last 2 weeks, that is when he steps into Ghana, he is probably going to go for that physical form of promotion in terms of interviews and all that.
Wizkid interview.
Oh yes.
Oh, forget it.
Oh no, it is possible.
Roland Pa.
Oh.
Roland, I said forget it. Wizkid will never do any interview for a show in Ghana. Roland Pa.
But why are you trying to rule that out? It is also possible for him to go for an interview, even if it is
No,
one.
wait. Interview on which platform in Ghana?
He's been held by definitely.
When was the
Ghanaian
last time you saw a Wizkid interview?
Oh, it's been a long time. Not in Ghana. Not in Ghana though.
Massa, move on.
No, but how many times has Wizkid done projects for himself in Ghana? That's what I'm saying.
No, he's played on bigger stages all over the world.
Exactly.
Did you see an interview of Wizkid on anywhere? When was the last time you even saw that guy go for any interview?
Oh, even not long ago.
You can go onto his Instagram and you can count the number of posts he's done on the same platform.
No, but recently I've been seeing some of his interviews, even with Thames and other, and it is just recent interview, not even about 2 months or 3 months.
He's
ago.
15.8 following on Instagram. He's posted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
That you see when it comes to interviews, you see when it comes to interviews, especially if you are using this
website, you have to subscribe before you can get access to it.
That's wrong.
I still don't know how they are going to do this.
If you
or maybe they will postpone.
I don't think they would. I don't think they would postpone.
Or their target is not Ghanaians.
If you want to use this, as a yardstick, I wouldn't be surprised if Wizkid steps in Ghana today to say that he is going for an interview. I wouldn't be surprised. And you have platforms that no. You see, the thing is that
I'll be surprised.
I wouldn't be,
because I know he won't do it.
I know he can do it. The reason why I wouldn't be surprised is that when was the last time we saw Wizkid doing a project in Ghana? So he wouldn't come here for any interview of a sort. Because anytime Wizkid, in recent times, anytime we've seen Wizkid in Ghana, it is either he's coming to chill, he's coming for a vacation, or he's on another person's show, which the event organizer or whoever put him on is the one heavily promoting the event, like the likes of Afrochella, Afro Nation, and all that. Those events are not his personal headline concert. This is his personal headline concert, and he will do anything to promote that, even if it means him coming to Ghana to do an interview. And doing an interview comes in different form. It is not about the usual interview that we have in this country, that when the person comes, regardless of whether he's promoting a project or an event, you will still want to go to other areas and all that. Wizkid can say that I want to come to an interview on this platform, and let's talk solely about the event. And that is where the direction will go.
Okay.
So I am looking at, yes. I also start to worry.
I think you don't know Wizkid. you don't know Wizkid. Because if you know Wizkid, you will not talk about Wizkid coming for an interview in Ghana.
Because I've seen his interviews on so many platforms.
Which platform?
So many platforms abroad and even in Ghana.
I don't remember.
In Nigeria.
I don't remember the last time I saw a Wizkid interview.
Oh, just this morning I even saw a video of him, because his essence is
interview.
Yes.
Which platform?
I've forgotten the one who was in.
And when was that?
It was just this month.
This month?
Yes, because his essence song is about to hit double platinum in US. His essence song with Thames is about.
So the interview was either America or.
Yes. It's about to hit double platinum in US. So they were even asking him about how he's feeling, and he was saying, oh, he knew the song was going to be big, but to hit a double platinum and all that, he didn't expect it.
And do you think Wizkid would do an interview in Ghana to promote an event?
Oh yes, he would. It is his event, for crying out loud.
Okay.
So I am sure, but I am also concerned as everybody else at the way they are promoting the event, especially with the the limited time that they have to the event day. Yeah. I would wish that whoever they are relying.
I know you sniff events, like by now you might have heard.
Yes, and I have an idea of the people who are handling or who are the Ghanaian plugs in connection with this event, and I would want to maybe talk to them and say that they should rather intensify the promotion, because as it stands, the only thing that we know is Wizkid. But we know that definitely because Wizkid has relationships and collaborations in this country, he's not going to be the only person to perform. There are other people who are also going to perform. And if they should open that in the promo plan now, it is also going to help other people who probably wouldn't go there only because of Wizkid, but also because their favorite will also be on that stage. They will also.
But have you seen any other artists promoting this?
No, only Wizkid.
Okay.
So far, it has
Thank you,
been
Roland.
space.
Chamo, let me also ask what you know about this or what you think about this, especially with the event publicity and how things are going so far.
So, well, we will still give the promoters or the organizers the benefit of the doubt, but based on what we have experienced, based on what we know, we are not seeing anything, and I doubt if he can fill 40,000 capacity stadium. Ohinijan Sports Stadium is about 40,000.
Yeah.
As it stands, I don't think they will be doing the full, like the 360. I don't think they will be doing the 360.
Well, anyway, he's just selling tickets.
No.
So
I also would want to say that they want something of that magnitude. That's why they are going to the stadium. Because there are some capacity that can do 4,000. Why did he not go to any of those places?
Well,
but decided to go to the stadium.
Maybe they want 20,000.
And fill it.
They want 20,000.
Okay.
Anyway, but the thing is that this is something different. It's not something that we have seen or witnessed before in terms of how he's doing his promotion, and we don't really know what is going on. In fact, even when you go to the website, you will be asked to subscribe for update. That's all. There's nothing
for updates.
Yes, and you won't see anything except that thing. Subscribe for update. That's all. That.
And when you even subscribe, still you are still there like that.
No,
yeah, that's whatever comes, they will send it to your email.
Yes,
that's the meaning.
So my point is, if I want to, let's say, purchase a ticket or know about the event, now I have subscribed. I have to wait for how many minutes, hours before they will send me the newsletter.
So wait until
as
and when they have any update for you. Check your email. So for the so it's not ready for you. There's no update for you yet. So this is something different. This is we don't know how they are doing their things, and I as at this point I'll have doubt if they can make it happen. But you still have to give them benefit of the doubt. They have their plan. They have their strategy. In fact, based on what he has done elsewhere, you can't really say that they can't do it, because we have seen him failing O2 3 consecutive days. So if that would be about 60,000, so this 40,000 should be easy for him. But the venue will count, or the place that everything will happen will count. And in this case, it is happening in Ghana here, and the way we do our things in Ghana is different from how you do your things in a place like London or UK.
Yeah.
So I will have doubts, all right, but I'll still give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe the magic will happen. At least we saw something about global citizen thing that was a bit okay. This is different. We don't see it the way they did it, and they had good number. I mean,
global citizen, they really promoted.
Yeah.
At least online, we saw sponsored ads and all.
Yes. And they had some people that we knew were working behind the scenes anyway. Yes, but this time around, we don't even know people working behind the scenes that we can call and say what is happening.
In fact, among Wizkid, even the 20 posts that I counted, it is not part. The event, the Ghana event is not even part.
Yes. He barely posts some of these things, especially when it comes to events.
And he say he will go for an interview.
Oh. Post the flyer.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's give the promoters the benefit of the doubt, but this will be difficult for him to pull out.
I see. Thank you, Chemo. Now we can come through. Let me listen to what you also have to add to this.
I think Wizkid is one enigmatic artist. So
enigma, I know, right? It's very different.
Yes. Let's just hope that he will continue what we have known him to be doing in other countries where he filled certain auditoriums. Is Accra Sports Stadium going to be his first time playing in the stadium?
Yeah.
In Ghana.
Maybe
other places he's played.
Has he played the stadium in Nigeria?
I have not heard, but in Ghana, I know this is his first time.
But considering the capacity is almost equal as
some of the places he's played.
Okay. Because Charlie, the Accra Sports Stadium that we know and the kind of people who go there for events, that is why I'm asking some of these questions. Because if you are doing it in an indoor events grounds, there are some people that would want to be part of it. And knowing Accra Sports Stadium and its environs when it comes to some of these huge events, the people who would like to go there would differ from some of the people that would want to go to conference center, national theater, and those places.
And even this is also another serious point.
So if these
are people who should be on the street more.
You understand? Stadium, they want to.
The setup will also be, and the caliber of artists. You know, there are some artists when you are.
Which artists have they even mentioned? You say caliber of artists.
I'm talking about the headliner. I'm talking about the headliner. You know, if it is a Wizkid concert, it will not be like the usual. I don't want to mention any name for them to say who I am.
Don't forget Chris Brown has been there before.
I am disrespecting the artist. Yes, but you see, every event, regardless of whether it is outdoor or indoor, has its own setup, especially for the VIP. We've seen people play shows at the stadium, and we've seen how they make their VIP setups. Even Cardi B show, we also saw how the VIPs were made, to the extent that some barricades were designated for other people, and you wouldn't find the people with the regular tickets and all that mingling with some of the people in the VIP.
So as it stands now, do we even know how much this show is charging?
So far, they've given the early bird tickets as 250, 700, and 1,000.
That's what is on the
the promo flyers.
250.
Yes.
300.
300. I saw another flyer which they've reduced to 250 and 700. And
so right now, this is what is there, 300.
Okay, 300.
Accra Sports Stadium.
Very confusing.
3 million.
Okay.
Very confusing.
I just want to wait for.
Because I wonder how many people will pay 300 to go and sit in the stands.
That's what I'm saying. I want to wait and see the outcome.
I'm wondering who will pay 300 Ghana cedis and climb to go and sit.
So in this modern Ghana,
I want to believe that maybe they have a strategy. Yeah. There might be other foreigners coming in from Kenya and those Liberia and those places, and there will be more, so they can come and fill up the place. Maybe Ghanaians crowd will be small because Ghanaians they're 300 and going to sit in that stand there.
But can we get at least 10,000 foreigners in Ghana just to do?
Yes, we can get. Yes,
from December.
From December, we can get.
But this is 10th. Very early. It is not the holiday season yet.
But they come before December.
Yeah, they come before December.
When I arrived, I saw the numbers at the immigration.
They come before most of them are
numbers I've not seen in a while.
Yes.
And they are preparing for December events, so definitely
they will come.
10,000 people.
Yeah, they will come.
They'll
come.
10,000.
It's Wizkid. It's Wizkid we are talking about.
Oh, not Wizkid in Nigeria or Wizkid in UK. Wizkid in Ghana.
Yeah, that's why it's the same Wizkid. So
it's the same Wizkid, but the audience are different.
And that is what we are talking about.
The audience are different.
We are not valuing Wizkid.
No, not at all.
We are talking about the audience, the targeted audience. Because the event is in Ghana, no matter what. Your first target will be Ghanaians.
Yeah, perhaps it is 50-50 in Bono Oil.
Well, let's allow Nana to wrap up.
I want to wait and see the outcome because I've not really experienced him personally with some of these shows in Ghana before. So I want to see how they are going to get the place filled, and then maybe from there we will know what to say.
Well, to some of us who know the event culture in Ghana, we are disturbed because we don't want Ghana to be in history books for Wizkid that he has been a friend to the country. he's had so many artist friends here, and his first ever show, we gave him a flop signature. We don't want that to be written. We don't want that history.
We didn't support him.
No, like how we didn't support him. No, we don't want. That's why at this stage, like, we would want to be hearing more of it. At least some selected TV stations, radio stations, some online ads are running.
And the rate, is it 300 naira? Or
300 Ghana cedis. Naira say.
It's happening in Ghana and you are talking about Naira.
So we are still not sure, and some of us are a little disturbed because we don't want the show to look anyway. We want it to be good because me, it's a show I would even want to attend. This is Wizkid. I would want to go see him do it live, and I would really admire such a feeling. But we are not experiencing anything, and it's giving us some headache. We are getting worried by the minute. Now, for Roland, who thinks that Wizkid will come and do an interview for a show, if I can put everything I have on this, that Wizkid won't do it. Oh, he won't do it. I don't know why. How do you even rate Wizkid? Wizkid won't do it. This guy does things with big people around the world, and he even feels lazy to post about
But
it.
we have big people in Ghana.
Which?
Bolare can convince Wizkid to go for an interview.
You see, you don't get it. It's not about any competition.
I know.
Do you know how many times Wizkid has been in this country that he has not even allowed any media camera to even flash him?
Because he's not been in this country for that purpose.
You see, this your show.
Yeah, he came to Cactus Creek. KSM saw
Yes.
him. They even took a picture, and he told him that if he would grant an interview, and he said no.
Because he wasn't there to promote anything.
No. This thing, that's what I'm saying. He's even his social media, right? He's not posting. That should tell you the intensity he is putting in promoting the event. So someone who does not even see the need to just throw a flyer out and let
a show for him.
He's the headline.
He's the headliner.
He's the headliner.
I know he's the head, but he's the
No.
It's his store.
No, but there is someone
Yes.
organizing it. You know, these stores, let me tell you how it is done. They sell the tour rights to promoters.
To do it.
So it is the promoters' right to publicize it with the help of the artist.
Okay.
So Wizkid, nobody can put him under any force to go and do interviews. Like Shatawale going to the Volta region. You can't force him to go and do interview.
No, I'm not saying they will force him.
And I know. No, he won't. No, he won't. But why didn't the people convince Shatta to go and do it?
That is Shatawale.
And you think? Wizkid and Shatawale. Shatawale could be spoken to easily to go do that. The guy did not just handle that thing well. They could have spoken to Shatta easily for him to go do this. But they wanted to rather show powers. And no, he won't allow your power to overcome him. But this guy there, oh no, he's a show boy, like, no, star boy. Forget about him. So we wish him well, and we are all open. I'm sure all these things we are doing is part of the promo one way or the other. 10th December, Accra Sports Stadium. Let's see how it goes. Still in Nigeria, let's clear this before we come home. We have seen a video of, in fact, a disturbing video of popular actor, Nollywood actor Hans Anuku, and I'm still asking myself, are we still saying he's acting? Because there was a first video that came, and later reports came out that, oh, he was acting. I don't know if Rich, you have that first video. If you have that first video, we can just see it before we move on to the new one. It is not there. Oh, I told Lappy to get it. Then let's watch the new one. Another new one where someone has seen or spotted Hans Anuku on the street. I want to believe it to be in Nigeria. And I'm here asking myself why sometimes celebrated people end up this way. And it's not only in Africa or in Ghana or in Nigeria. It goes all over the world. Why do some celebrated people end up in poor states like this? It gets me scared because I'm in the same industry. I wouldn't want it to be the fashion of our industry where if you are celebrated and you don't do this, you don't do that, your end becomes a sad one. It is really a scary thing to me after seeing this video. And the first one we saw, that people came to deny, oh, he was at a set, some director like that came to deny that. But this one too, was he on set? Watch it, I'll be back.
That's him. Jesus Christ, that's Anuku, for fuck's sakes. My God. Oh, snap. That's him. Jesus Christ, that's Anuku, for fuck's sakes. My God. Oh, snap.
Number plate.
Very disturbing, very worrying. And like I'm saying, I wish someone would still come and tell us he was acting. Because we have seen a video like this before. And there was a strong denial on the fact that he was in that sorry state. And now, another one. Is he still acting? Or maybe something is wrong this time? But my main question for discussion is this. Why do sometimes celebrated people end up this? What are the real issues? And let Chemo handle this on the social pressure line. Chemo, why does it happen to our people?
A lot of factors. By the primary one will be poor decision from the person. I mean, most of them, those who end up like that, most of them, they don't take good decision when they were in their prime. Like they make a lot of mistakes, and some of them don't even listen to advice at that time. So they will get a lot of things wrong before declining. I mean, in this game you can't stay on top forever. At some point you start declining. Your income, your revenue source, everything will come down at some point. Yes. So before they realize that no, I'm no more the person that they will give me huge money for whatever and all that, then it will be too little too late. And then at the same time they will pick up certain behavior that will also even make them worse. Like some will take drugs, alcohol and other stuff. I mean, when you are thinking, sometimes you think that taking those substances will make you feel better. So it will even worsen their situations and all that. And this is sad when you see something like this. It's really, really sad. And I will advise our people that we should be careful when we are on top of our game. I mean, when you are on top of your game, that's where you have to take decisions for your future. Like, plan well so that when you are declining or when you are coming down, you will know what to do. People like Chewa, when she traveled, some people even insulted her.
Why is she cooking?
Yes.
And now she's doing fine.
Yes, and I think these are some
I saw a video of her dancing
and all that. Yes.
Her life is good.
Yes. That was a way of her securing her future. Because I think if it was her own decision or somebody advised her that no, the way Kumawood is going, things are not really working well, so you have to make a quick decision. And she decided to go outside and explore the opportunities there. And for her, I think it's a good decision for her to leave. And some people too, it will be a bad decision for them to go. So the primary thing is the decision that you take, and how you take advice or you don't take advice is also another thing. And then the drug part, I think this one, for instance, some people will say maybe he's been taking hard drugs or something, and
already I've seen some comments like that.
Yes, so some people will attribute it to that. But in the another way, when you are going down, depressions and other things, when you don't accept your fate at the point that you are going down, you can even have mental issue without you taking any drug or taking any substances that can end you this way. Just you can get depressed and then you end up like this. So we just have to advise our people in the industry, when you are on top of your game, when people are hailing you, when you are making good money, that's where you have to plan for your future. Don't just start when you are declining. That's so difficult thing to do. So it's all about decisions and how they manage things at the time that they were on top. That's it. And this one is sad. And the other side that I think we have to talk about is when people deny, when some of these things come out, then you will get people deny, oh, it's not true, it's this, it's that. But they don't give specifics for us to be convinced that this is what is happening. Mm-hmm. So for people to maybe intervene and even help, they will deny it. And those who are denying it will not even take certain actions to help the person. Mm-hmm. So before we know, it will be at the point that it will be even difficult. Yes. Yeah. So you also tell people that when something like this come out, please, we should be telling the truth. I mean, he will not be the first person to go through something like this. We have seen it before, and it is better we tell the truth for people to learn from it. At least for those who can say that, no, I don't want to end up like this, then they will start taking actions instead of us denying or telling lies for him to get help and for others to also learn from his mistakes. Yeah, it's sad.
Well, it's a very sad one though. Nana Reagan, take over from there, and let me also ask why you think sometimes celebrated people end up this way.
Ross, I think I will agree with Shemo. It's a lot of factors. It can be one factor that will lead to some of these situations. I think one that I have personally experienced is their decision-making time when they are declining or when they are no more at their peak. Mm-hmm. Therefore, it is very difficult for them to accept that reality that, okay, at this point in time, no more like Shatawale, I am no more the Sarkodie everybody knows. So let me accept that reality and take this decision to survive. Mm-hmm. It is very, they feel like I'm more reducing, I'm more value. So if they don't get the right people around them that will motivate or encourage them that, no, Charlie, this is the reality now. So you need to, let's say, if you have a different skills, get into another job, do it, and then survive, take care of yourself, manage your life. If you don't get that, is the only reason why people would be laughing or insult Chewa for traveling from Kumasi to America to go and do what they call job bar work. Mm-hmm. Because they feel like doing cleaning job in America or doing job bar work in America reduces Chewa's value because she is a celebrity here. She is popular. She is no. But at the end of the day, that film will not buy her or pay her bills anymore. Mm-hmm. Or the kind of life that she has to live as a celebrity, she cannot live it. So if you don't encourage her to go to America and you pamper her with, oh, you are famous, and at the end of the day, she doesn't get the money that will suit the lifestyle. Then at a point when those that are saying, you're a celebrity, don't travel to America, don't go and do cleaning work, don't do job bar work, when they are also hit hard by the economic situations around you because they might not be getting as they used to get from you, they will all leave and then you'll be left alone. And at that point, you'll be depressed. You'll be so depressed to the extent that if you don't take care, you end up, if you know how to take in alcohol, you'll be drinking, you'll be taking drugs and all sort of things. Mm-hmm. Another thing too is the how some of them, the kind of associations that they get themselves into. You know, this life, as I've always believed that wherever you find yourself or whoever that you are rolling with comes with a certain life end for you. Like if I'm rolling with Roland today, I know that I should know the reasons why I'm rolling with Roland, and whatever life I am living with Roland, it has its own consequences or benefits. If I'm rolling with Chemo, I should know the reason why I'm rolling with Chemo, and that in the next 10, 15, 20 years, I should know where the consequences. You understand? And most of these people find themselves in associations like that they don't easily get people to alert them that no, Charlie, where things are getting to, you are growing. This where you are going now, it will not help you. So you need to come back, sit down. I mean, do the right things that it can help secure your future and avoid some of these situations. So I think it's a whole lot. And me, I wish that one thing that we can all avoid is the fact that we want to hide some of these things. Sometimes when we can be very close to some of these people, but because of how the media will run commentaries, run their news about their illness and other things, other situations, we don't want anybody to know maybe the person is going through some mental health or so the person is going through some difficult time that the person is, so they will cover it up. It happened to our former president. Because of politics, they didn't even want to own up and say the man is sick. Yeah. Because they are looking at winning the next election. And so the man
himself was also jogging that.
And he would jog because at that time your people are motivating you to jog so that the people will say you are not sick. And that is what will be killing you. So if they get into such situation, let's just own up and say no. Charlie, this person is suffering from this and we need help. Or if there's anybody that can come and support us to do anything, then we will do it. But at this point in time, where people will be playing certain defense, oh, he's not sick, oh, he's okay, oh, he's living large. He will be living large, you'll be living large. The next day, we cannot even solve whatever situations it is again. So I think that it is sad when it gets to this extent. You understand? It is so sad that you'll be seeing such a celebrated person walking on the street talking. You can't say this is me. This is not a movie.
I see. Thank you, Nana Reagan. Roland takes over from him. Yes, Ro.
I mean, there's this popular saying that the burial of the dead is a lesson to the living.
The living, yeah.
And some of these things, sometimes, as unfortunate as it may look or it would be, it's also a lesson to some of us coming.
Exactly.
You know, because we find
when we see them, we become scared.
Yes, we find ourselves in the space, and like you said, if this becomes the whole picture about whatever industry that you find yourself, then automatically it wouldn't be attractive for somebody to even encourage their ward or even their family member or any relative to even join. Because already we've fought, as an entertainment industry, we fought so many stigmatization and perception about the industry. The fact that it is a hub for vagabonds, it is a hub for addicts, it is a hub for all forms of social vices and all that. and if some of these actions and some of the things that we see like these become the picture that the world sees to confirm some of the perceptions that they have, then it is so worrying. I always say that in a space that we find ourselves, especially in the entertainment and creative art space, your first form of protection and security starts from you. It all depends on the decision you take. You see some of these things. This is not the first time we are seeing some of these things. And unfortunately, it wouldn't be the last. There are so many people whose temperaments and ideologies and thinking will end them this way. Some people, because of the way they were brought up, would end up this way. Some people along the line, even with the influence of other people and people they come into contact with, will end up this way. So I say that before you even enter into this space, first of all, know that there is no form of security for you. There is no form of security for you. And unfortunately, the people that we always pride ourselves with, the people that hail us and all that, this comment might sound unfair, but then it is, if we accept this to be the reality, we as entertainers will learn how to take some decisions at a certain point in time. Unfortunately, majority don't care. when I say majority don't care, especially about what we go through in our close quarters. And it is because most of the things that we go through as entertainers or creative people, we can't share them.
We keep them.
We keep them. And it takes lots of mental strength to harbor some of these things. So the few that the people see, you come on set and your teeth are all over, white, shining on screen. Meanwhile, the hustle that you went through, the running around, helter-skelter here and there before you even came to sit on set, nobody knows. And unfortunately, you can't even say it. Even the one that you decide to say is what you want them to know. And the ones that we harbor are things that, Charlie, they kill us even more than the one that we let out.
But sometimes those who dream about us too, they see it.
Oh yes. And you see, those are the ones that, okay, when you feel it, and now you can't contain it, you leave some of the energies out, and they also begin to feel it and sympathize with you. And those who can help you, God richly bless them, come to your aid. So since, and we don't have any form of, and especially in our space, no form of national security, I mean SNET, pension plan, or whatever. So all these things are your own responsibilities, especially the way we find ourselves, like we do our things in this space. If somebody blows into the limelight, it is the person's decision and the person's action. Then you would see other people trying to come in to help coach the person. Okay, we need to get you an insurance cover, we need to get you this, we need to get you that. But if the person's decisions or ideology doesn't conform with some of these recommendations, then obviously we've seen the late TT as even a case study. We've seen so many people who, the late TT did for crying out loud, did an ad for an insurance company.
He was not insured.
He did an ad for an insurance company.
It's like another guy wearing a body condom. I won't use it.
I use it. I have some more. Should I
Oh, baby, I but won't use it.
I use a body condom.
I see. Okay.
It is like that. So sometimes some of these things are just lessons to us to secure our future. And also know that some of the decisions that we take today will have a long way to affect us in the future, whether positive or negative. So it is better we think and think through, especially those who today are going into this contract, tomorrow are going into that contract. Some people decide not to even go into it at all for the fear of even losing out in the future. But then if you are able to assess yourself, know whatever decision works for you, then you take it, then you pray to God to help you. Because yes, somebody can sign to this water today to be an ambassador, tomorrow will end up broke. Somebody will also do this and it will be the best decision for the person. So we should all be careful in the way we attempt to approach things. And as for these things, as much as it's sad and very unfortunate, this is not the first time and we will continue to see it.
Let me also add that some of these situations, it is not always as a result of bad decision making. Some people will take the right decision, they will do everything right, they will take good care of themselves. But at the end of the day, you may not know, they might just misfortunes will come their way.
Then it got bad somewhere. Yes, because if you took the right decisions.
I know a top musician in Ghana here who shared a story with me some time ago that everything was okay, but he started feeling ill. And then they were
so it was ill health that killed him.
So that's ill health, you know. If assuming he was not taken very good care of and then he comes out, somebody is likely to say, oh, leave them. Almost they say we know them. We acquired drugs. By now he has been taking some hard substance, he has been taking bad decisions. That is why, but this is somebody that was just struck with an ill health and he was taken to everywhere in the world. They were not even able to tell that, okay, you are suffering from malaria or you are suffering from this. They will fly him to London, they will bring him back. It is west. US, they will bring him west. Until he said a friend took him to South Africa also, and then they told him that there are some and he has to go through a lot He said the medicine that he was buying 4,000, and he has to buy that medicine like 2 times a week. So if you have money like Shatawali, and you are buying that, let's say you are spending 8,000 on drug, and you are not making more, you will be broke.
No, but do you know the difference between the person you are talking about and Hans?
No, I'm not using Hans' situation. I'm just saying
for those who took good decision, it will reflect even when they are in trouble.
Yeah,
that's the point we are making.
Yeah, I agree.
For those who take good decisions,
if really your decisions were good one day, then like I'm saying, to only go worse when at a point something went bad, like the health situation that he's talking about. Yes, he took good decisions, all right, but at a point something went bad. So imagine such a person. If he did not have a house on his own, and he has to pay rent, how can you buy 4,000 drugs and be paying rent?
Even prepaid.
So it is our prayer that some of these things don't happen. But I trust Nigeria's Actors Guild. They are good in coming to the aid of some of these frustrated people in their industry. Why does it look like with Hans they are not doing that? Because one of our friends who watch us, he is a Nigerian. He sent me videos whilst I was in London where the Nigerian Actors Guild, they have come to the aid of some people, giving them some insurance to some tune of an amount. And they've been doing it. I think even, was it Olu Jacobs? One of their veteran actors like that. He was also in need, and they came together, contributed money, they've been doing it. I've been seeing videos and stories of the Nigerian Actors Guild coming to the aid of some of their veteran actors. But why does it look like the story of Hans Anuku doesn't seem to be a bother?
But they see in Nigeria.
Maybe he's not part of
No, I'm also thinking about his relationship with
them. Yeah.
You know, even in Ghana here, we all know the situation when it comes to some of these associations and camps in the movie industry.
I think now we don't have Actors Guild again.
Oh, but they have the 5 bags and the Kogags and the wine. Who for some few months ago were doing some of these charity works, especially to some of the veterans and all that. And Mama Brown even solely in her own capacity decided to honor some of these veterans like Grace Omar and other people. Some people do it though, but it also comes down to the relationship these people have with the industry or these associations. So if the veteran, even in probably in her prime or his prime, had a very good relationship, or even when they are out of their prime crown, still have good relationship and are able to answer to the calls of some of these people who are in their prime now. Whenever they go down, I'm sure these people will have some sort of empathy or sympathy on them and go to their aid. So if you are not seeing that with Hans, then probably we should also, and we know Hans not to be a very outspoken person, and we know the relationship when it comes to you being outspoken and with the people in the industry. Some people
you know him not to be outspoken,
like to be very outspoken. And if you are an outspoken kind of person, we all know some of the enemies you tend to earn for yourself, especially in your line of duty. And me, I wouldn't be surprised if this is one of the things that he's suffering from in the industry in Nigeria.
Well, we wish him well, and to family managers of such people, please, let's be guided. And to celebrities, especially those who are watching us, sometimes listen. It pays to listen. You might be the controller of your career, you might be the controller of your life and all, but the guy who is behind you might be seeing something that you are not seeing.
Yeah.
Sometimes just go for counsel, go for advice. Let people who know some areas take charge of it. Give it to them. Give them that area to take charge, but don't leave them to just misbehave. Monitor them.
Yeah.
Monitor them. Are they making progress? Are they keeping it well? Because if it happens like this all the time, then all of us will not look good, especially those who are yet to marry. They'll go and when they ask now, or entertainment journalist, hey, it's uncle for you. Well, so this was the old video that we talked about, and this is also recent. Okay, let's move on to the next story. I've also seen another video of some SHS students who are talking and insulting President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. And out of that video, we have also seen a press release from Ghana Education Service. Ghana Education Service has responded to the video, and I'm asking social media yo I have been advising and advocating that it is high time we make social media a course in our schools. I have the name for it already. Just as we have basic knowledge in Bible or they call it BK.
BDT, basic knowledge in technology.
No, I'm talking about the one for Bible.
They have
Bible.
CRS, Christian
Religious Studies.
Oh, they have
but they have general knowledge in
general knowledge
in more.
Yeah, general knowledge is something. Yeah. So you
for Bible and Christianity.
Yes.
Yeah,
no, they have general knowledge in which is Bible related. So I'm also saying let's have a course.
General knowledge in religious studies or Bible knowledge in something.
Yeah. Let's have a course about social media. Let people know that social media is a virtual world on its own.
Yeah.
Like people should have knowledge that the fact that you always see someone posting a video, a photo of happiness doesn't mean that in reality that guy is always happy.
Yeah.
Like we should teach because some people how they see social media, they think it is reality, like it's a real world.
Yeah.
You see someone, me I know people, Chebo, when we are flying with them. Time in now, I for business class for the sino. Odu anon zako chano. Tell me, take a picture of me. Oh yes. I took that photo.
Yeah.
Only back to social media. Hey.
For photo so.
Yeah.
I can't offer it. Me come and say those. I'm not becoming intro.
Yeah.
You know when they sit at the back, when the plane lands, the business class they get down first. Now you have a time of doing not at that it's a unfair idea. Ubet me at challenge. No, so I try. Guy, I took that photo. Photo credit. In fact, let me give you guys some clue. That was my first trip to Dubai. Okay. That was my first trip to Dubai.
Okay.
My first ever trip to Dubai.
Okay.
That was very happy. As a president, my travel business business class. Didn't book me to the
I saw kind of
the guy put a thing on Facebook. Come see. Charlie, big up, say Charlie.
Chairman.
Level don't change.
You don't have a.
Okay, let's go watch the video of what these young girls were saying and the response from. And you see, sometimes when I see some of these things and I see the response from the people who are supposed to be leaders, and I don't know, I'm who. And I think I can't take family. Then I ask myself, and the degrees and the PhDs now, my book or no, the yet day. Because the offense comes and the responses in the name of correcting it looks even an offensive thing more than the real offense. What?
Law abuses.
Charlie, let's go watch the video of these young guys when we come back. The to us.
We need your head for money, Rachel. Akufo-Addo, we need your head for money, Rachel. You open your head. You are sitting down there with your big head. Then you are president. President for the way. You are not my president. I'm my own president. Your hair like that. Your hair. We need your head for money, Rachel. Akufo-Addo, we need your head for money, Rachel. You open your head. that you are president. President for the way. You are not my president. I'm my own president. Your hair like that.
So, to those who might not understand the language they were speaking, what they were saying is simple. They were verbally abusing the president of Ghana, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. One of the ladies even said they need his head, his bald head for money rituals, because according to them, maybe he doesn't have enough years to live on earth. So instead of him to die to waste the head, he should bring the head to them. So they go and use it for money rituals. Some of them even insulted his parents, describing private parts of the parents and all. And they said, no, he can't be their president because he is whack, he is fake and all. So yes, it was disturbing. And we saw the need for some people in authority to respond to this. They have given us a presser. I'm going to read a presser. And this is a Ghana Education Service presser signed by Cassandra Chum Ampofu and published or sent to the media on 14th November, which was just yesterday, right? Just yesterday. And now I want to read it. It says, viral video of Ghana SHS students misconduct, which you can bold in it a little bit because of the light. It says, our attention has been drawn to a viral video circulating on social media involving some students misconducting themselves and using vulgar and unprintable words on the president of our land. So to them, they even think the words used were unprintable. Management of Ghana Education Service condemns this unfortunate act, which is against every educational and moral principle in our society. We wish to inform the general public that the students in the video have been identified as second-year students of Chiana Senior High School students in the Kasena, Nankana West District. Management of the school has begun investigations to unravel the circumstances surrounding such unfortunate utterances and gestures. Parents of the students have also been invited to assist in the investigations. And it continues that management of GES wishes to extend our sincerest apology to His Excellency, the President and the general public on behalf of the students and school. We wish to also assure the general public that the outcome of the investigations will be made known as soon as it is concluded. And this was signed by Cassandra Chum Ampofu, who is the head of the Public Relations Unit of the Ghana Education Service headquarters. And this is the story so far. They are apologizing on behalf of the students to the President, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Chabo, let me start this with you. Now, social media, some of the canker, some of the issues we face there, and the responses from our leaders of this country. How does it look like? How is our future looking like?
Very bleak.
Very bleak, yes.
Yeah, our future, no. We can't even think of it because it doesn't
look good.
Not at all. And this is not the first time that students, secondary school especially students, have done this. This is not the first time. And they are also enjoying free SHS. These are some of the consequences of free SHS, but some people will not understand it to that extent. All that they think about is that now people are going to school free. There are some people who don't deserve to be there, but they are there because of free SHS. They won't learn any lesson.
Who doesn't deserve to be in school?
Those who are not ready to learn. There are people there. In fact, even if their parents were paying school fees, they will still run away from school. But because of free SHS and all their friends will be in school, they will also go there. Because that's where they will get their partners to misbehave with. It's free, so let's go and misbehave. If somebody is paying for it, that person will think about it. The way this guy is behaving is better.
In our time, some people were paying and the others were misbehaving.
Yes, of course, because that parent, the parents of those people were thinking that it is still better for me to waste my money. Some people also decide not to pay, so their children didn't go to school, or they told them that, hey, I think you don't like school, let me put you in a trade, let me put you in a vocational training or something. And that decision were better than putting them in school misbehaving and they will come back nothing. And at the same time, no skill. There will be just nuisance in the society. And we had some before the free SHS, but we will get more of those people within free SHS. We will have some people who are, even after getting paying for them whatever, they will not be in, like they won't do anything better. At the same time, they won't have any skill, because after going to secondary school, our system, the way it is, after going through secondary education, they think that they are better than learning a trade or learning any skill job like carpentry, masonry and all that. After going through secondary school, a lot of people don't want to get there. Yeah. Meantime, they don't even have what it takes to go forward in education. So they are in the middle. We had few people at some point. We have some people like that in the system. But now, because of free SHS, you just increase that number. That's what it means. And some of these people, let's go and check their backgrounds. We will clearly see this thing, the pattern. The pattern will just tell you what it is. And fortunately for them, or unfortunately for them, now we have internet. We have access to internet that they are also enjoying. In fact, some of the secondary school, they have free internet there as well. And they are not guiding them how to use it, why they should use it, and why they shouldn't use it, or where they should go, where they shouldn't go. Nobody is telling us, or nobody is teaching them the risk in even having access to internet. And even the benefit of having access to internet. They don't know. They don't teach this thing in schools. In fact, even the teachers, most of them don't even know. So how are they going to teach them? So we have problems there. I said that this is not the first time. I remember when they shared the past questions to them before examination. And then they went for the exams and the past questions didn't come. Serious insult. Yeah. And nothing happened. They didn't do anything about it. They were insulting the president, the minister, and all that, saying that you gave us a free. Oh, that one too was free.
That was when?
Oh, not so long.
I think the last exams, the last WASI before this one, they gave them free books. And they gave to them at the before exam. So for the students, this everything is it. Kufuado wants us to pass so that he will say that free SHS is doing
I think
well.
It was the first batch of the free SHS when they were going to write the WASI. The minister said they had bought past questions for them to go and learn. I remember.
Now, past questions is not.
The time that they gave to them and everything, the impression that you create when you do some of those things.
You're buying us past questions. So what is past questions sample? It doesn't relate.
The minister did not buy you your time past questions.
I get it. They assumed.
Say it right. The students is assuming like it's
but
the minister will not come and
no minister said that it was an appointment. What he is saying is the timing and giving it to them for free will give that impression.
Yeah.
One, free SHS is a political propaganda. Those who are doing it will say that we care about you. We want you to get education, so they will give you free SHS. Yes, good. Now, exams may be difficult. We are giving you free past questions. Learn. But for those you are giving it to, they think that, okay, if they control everything, including giving us free SHS, and now giving us books to learn. In fact, not beginning of the year when they started, the last minute before exams.
And we know some of these exams.
What impression are you creating? This is a bad decision. You didn't tell them that I'm giving you a pop, but these are
the process.
These are kids, and you didn't also tell them that please, this is not a pop. You just give it to them. And these are some of the action that they will take, because after that they insulted the president, giving them free books, giving them free education, free food, and then free books to learn. They still insulted the president, and you still think you are not doing something. You still think you are doing something right.
Yeah.
Why don't you compare this to when it wasn't free? Why? Just do the comparison. The evidence are there. But no, they won't, because of propaganda issue. They will still come and defend this. And this is so serious. Like, it's dangerous in a way that they don't get it. As you said, I mean, the first thing, I mean, even if every part of our syllabus will be choice, like they should choose studying social media and internet as a whole should be compulsory.
Yeah. Just as now we are making sure students learn IT, this is what we should also be doing.
It should be compulsory, and then emphasize on the effects of getting on the internet. I mean, it's good to have access to internet. That's the only way we can compete with the whole world.
Yeah.
Because when you have access to the internet, you have access to all the resources to make yourself better.
Yeah.
But do they know? When the only person that they can find on the internet doing well is somebody like Trini Jonas, speaking truth to power. And this is a strategy. And he's not the only one. We have people like Kevin Taylor speaking truth to power. I mean, in quote, what they call speaking truth to power. That's their role models. And you are still there somewhere, only doing your propaganda, sharing freebies, not even thinking about the content that you are giving them. This is sad, but this is where we are at this time, and you only plead for those who have conscience. They should sit up and now focus on giving quality education, giving better content for us to get people who will think right, not people who thinks that when you give them everything free, including books to learn, they think that if they go to an exam and they can't do it, they should insult the person who even gave them that thing. They should think about the kind of education that they are giving our people instead of doing it for free.
Well, thank you so much. And Ghana Education Service thinks that they are going to follow this and give us updates. This came just yesterday. We have information that they've even called their parents and that they'll be giving us the outcome. We are waiting for it. I know how this thing can end. Suspension, dismissal, but that is not the solution.
It has happened before.
Yes, suspension, dismissal is not the solution. Think about other better ways in solving this, especially in the future, not now. This can end, you can punish these people and this will solve the problem today. But how about tomorrow? Because there are still people who are encouraging or motivating these people to do what they're doing. Nana, follow it up next for me.
Did you say you have problem with the statement saying they use unprintable words?
No, what I mean is that this is not how I want them to come in. Because they came in apologizing on behalf of... This is not the solution. They came in apologizing for on behalf of the students and what apology? Can you apologize on behalf of all the people insulting the president?
It's sad. Well, I don't see this misconduct getting anything to do with free SHS or freebies. You see, in recent times, I think that there's lack of discipline in our homes and in our schools. And unfortunately for us, social media and technology to have advanced that these kids have a lot of platforms to display some of these things on. During our time, it is not as if some of these things were not happening. If they should put some of our behaviors in school on CDs for you to watch, you open your mouth. These things, they are not new. Insulting presidents, insulting headmasters of the school, insulting teachers. It is not new. People even went to the extent of catching their headmasters in bucket, and then they would just climb the last floor of their school story building, and then they would just leave them. And then they would sing around him and then run away. People were doing worse things. The only unfortunate thing is that, and they say mbo about school beam. Yeah, mbo be bounce with beam. You see, at first, if I even stand somewhere, let's say I come in front of Sammy Flex TV office and I have issues with Sammy Flex, who is the CEO of the company, and then I come and stand there. You Sammy Flex, we say pound, you do this, you are like this. If somebody is passing, it won't be my parent though. If somebody is an elderly person is passing, I bet some me say. Na in fact, you don't call now mommy. Me say mama be me. I witnessed this. I experienced it. When you are disciplined on the streets, and they take you home, and your mom feels emotional about it, and you want to react. Or nankasa mama, they will discipline her. These are some of the things that we are lacking, and it is breeding some of these things. Kids are not scared anymore to insult adults. Yeah. They don't care. And I have said that, you see, me, personally, sometimes when I close my eyes and think about Ghana in the next 10, 20 years, I guess more scared. Because we have even adults today that even endorse people who are verbally abusers.
Yeah. Speaking truth to power.
Yes. Anyhow they want to call it. Like they will endorse it, they will find a way to and validate it and normalize it in our society. And some of these kids will also be looking at some of these things. And don't forget, today the only motivation that will give an SHS this courage to do some of these things is not a strength. He feels like, okay, but we have the phones. If we do this on TikTok, we will trend, we will go viral. Our days, I'm telling you that you will get likes and views, and at the end of the day, if nothing happens to you, you become a hero. These are the only motivations. These people were doing more worse things, but no money camera would be travel to baby a friend in Facebook.
Wow.
And Kanyama Mube Huno, Yambe show.
I disagree with that, but you say.
And Kanyama Mube Huno, Yambe show. I don't know where you attended your secondary school, but if I take
every secondary school, we had bad people, but they were not as many as we have them now.
You don't know what you are saying. If I take you to Sutesco as far back in the 2000s, school won't even in 1 month. I'm telling you, you can't even stay in the school for a month without running back home. There are a lot of things happening in schools. Maybe you went to some Pope Jones or Potters or Prempeh College or I do know the scary things we saw between even our school and Kofodia sector. So that's why I'm saying that, you see, even at that time, the misconducts were there. But at that time, when you even see your school prefect, the fear. Say school and your headmaster and your senior housemaster, your school prefect. Oh, when he is coming, like, and you are misbehaving. Oh God, that's when you are misbehaving on school compound and your school prefect is coming. But those prefects, they don't have any sort of authority and I say disciplining will be on the skates, on the street. Titles need the so keke. Me your school prefect me children lemu on sama bankwa obowa for just misbehaving and I say be as a private na one plan I say maybe you are just doing something to watch your fist and now baby. On your teacher new, on your headmaster. But obem fili abano. Answer na okra do be call be headmaster be bom and a teachers for be friend. Discipline one kan sankasa wa film no. So you start changing your mind from a certain stage. And you catch on say na senior prefect when wa boom say na house prefect when wa boom say and they call house master ho am den. And I dey call a headmaster ho am den. That is the question you be asking yourself. Bene headmaster mbaba, senior housemaster mbaba, school prefect unu sheka. O the answer baba ko report Now you say investigation. Now those time now in embassy was school ni who statement ahin na won ye discipline was school ni mo a ye we ni e be pamo ya pamo account. Until people were learning yes, you will get some of them who still they will do what they want to do, but a lot of things who were picking lessons from the actions that were being taken in the school.
Yeah.
And we have should me person me kosa tibia we mu biu. Me person me say you. But today with all of those things we are lacking all of these disciplines. And technologies as abankwala ni take iPhones in our school or TikTok or Snapchat.
We call London Bank. I don't school now. Obiya get iPhone. The best way to do this is not to
stop giving anybody freebies or come and pay. It has got nothing to do with that. It's about how we can control the use of their technological gadgets and those things and instill some discipline in these kids. Let's find a way to discipline them.
Are parents also failing?
Of course, as you see, you call PTA meeting. I am sure come out. You see, I did na. You call PTA meeting. Say, because so in Kuala Lumpur, Jimmy said, "Yes, can't be more." It's about books, syllabus, how they are paying their school fees. Next time, but these are that. No, I'm talking general education. But when they are some of these misconduct, we can raise issues to and discuss and say, let's address it. How can we address it? Okay, teachers, take this position. Parents, let's take this position. We don't do it.
Okay. Roland, come through. What do you also see and how the future looks like for us, social media, education, and how we should deal with them?
Sammy, please, is your university in this country free?
No.
It is not free.
No.
People pay for it.
Yes.
How many misconduct have we seen in this year, even with our universities?
Many.
Plenty. How many of these statements have you seen in connection to some of those misconduct?
If you like, let's try and make university education free and see.
So wait.
It has been amplified. No, that's the point.
No, you see. There's
the amplification of
that we are seeing.
That one I agree. I agree.
The misconduct that we are seeing today.
It's like you can say so say your brands and your talker. Na so bit me traka mu ejimi no and I be the car ejimi no. Baka nye
free next time. Make it free and see.
But see, even regardless, you will still find people who will still misbehave. Whether it is free or not.
Nobody is arguing that. Nobody is arguing that.
Even the people that you want to give skills work to. And I say obi on ma oko school abon ne papa beka so ke na me kwa kotiawe ejuma no kron si hopo.
My point is
to what is happening now.
Whether it is free or not free, we will
deal with the misconduct. It has got nothing to do with anything.
It did not start today. But we are seeing most of them today because we have internet. And the moment they start fighting or misbehaving, people will start taking out their phones to record and upload them on the internet. This is not the first time we are seeing gross misconduct in schools or in our campuses. Now, I agree with the fact that the Ghana Education Service should be proactive in giving some of these people good orientation as far as social media is concerned, especially putting it in their syllabus or the way their school curriculum and all that. They should be able to do that, being proactive. Because I say that a tool in the hands of a foolish person is dangerous. But if you're able to give it to that same foolish person, let him or her give that person a proper orientation, that danger would be minimized. That's it. So you imagine giving it to somebody who probably has a very good upbringing or proper orientation, and teaching the person the risk of giving the person that tool and see the benefits that you are going to get from it. Elsewhere, they know the dangers and risk of some of these things, especially what technology brings or the internet brings, which is why even when they arrest a hacker and they know that, oh, for you, yours is an upgrade or to the fact that we can't even control you, don't they recruit you, employ you to the benefit of whatever they are trying to build? That's it. We don't always have to cast people down and say, oh, the fact that we see you misbehaving with the internet means that we should condemn you totally. No, You see, what will give some of these people this motivation is the fact that you see Trini Jonas, Kevin Taylor, and all those people who we term as speaking truth to power, because they are quote unquote misbehaving and they are getting that popularity. If they had been proactive, build somebody on a counter like that, or find some of these youngsters who are starting as abusers now, if they're able to give them proper orientation from this age, you see those people that we are hailing now, they can counter them in the future. Even if you don't get all of them, if you are able to train like 10 people and you don't get all the 10, you get 1 or 2 who would toe a positive line.
But those who are also not available.
Yes! And the sad thing is that right from school, now the Ghana education service is failing. The education system is failing. It's failing. And when you come even to our homes, and you cry, that one put the a bomb.
So community parents don't stay at home.
A bomb. See,
most of the kids are living alone.
No,
like
no,
within the 24 hours.
Even those who, even the few ones who are even living with their parents. Let's go on the internet and see what some parents are doing with their kids. TikTok. and you see, it is not even about doing TikTok in Po. It is not even about doing TikTok in Po. The kind of content and influence that they are teaching the children. That is what we are talking about. So if tomorrow the child goes to school and they tell the child that, oh, with social media, it is not only about you getting likes. That is not the important thing. The important thing about social media is about you providing a positive content. Aside getting a positive impact on society, this and that will be the benefit of the likes you are looking for. Because to some people, it is just the likes and views and that's all. They don't even know what comes after even the likes and views. Yeah. So if on social media or if in school, they are able to tell them or orient them about, okay, this is what goes beyond the likes and the views that you get. And they come home and even the parents decide to do TikTok with them. To them, because of the orientation they have in school, that it goes beyond this and that. Even if the mother decides to do, let's say, countryside, challenge crowd with them, to them, because of the knowledge and the background that they have in school, they will be able to even apply them in the house to even expand positive benefit that they would want to achieve. Let's assume, say, even the parents don't know or they are ignorant. That's it. But now, they don't get it from the schools, and when they come home too, because their parents are also ignorant. Unfortunately, whatever they also know about social media is what they will impact them. I saw a video not long ago about a girl who says she wants to be a slave queen.
You know that today.
I saw a slave queen. And they ask her, why? Oh yes, a slave queen. Why do you want to be a slave queen? I've seen. I want to be like the likes of Moesha Bodon and all that. And they asked, "Do you know the job they do?" They engage in prostitution. That is what.
How old was that?
Wait. She will be in her either early 20s. Yes, early 20s or maybe the teen. Because she was wearing some blue, JHS in Poland. Into a teenager. And that is the perception. Because Ubisan is so she will tell you she found it on social media. She found it on the internet.
Wow.
So if we are not able to let them know, say this goes beyond so and so, Charlie, and the fact that we are not also proactive.
I was adding that you see the use of the phones and everything. Nobody is speaking against. It's good, but I say, I don't know if I should use the word abuse, because right now, if a case comes back from school and is given homework, the first thing the parents do is hand over a phone to him or question and Google it, answer it. So sometimes I ask myself, how are you challenging the child to learn or do certain things? Like, this is so cheap.
That's not bad. I mean, to know what is knowledge. So if they can hand you a phone.
No, I know the Nigerians fear is that now the child will not be committed to learn or to.
There's no challenge.
So no, wait. What he's being asked to go and find this.
Yeah.
he wouldn't bother to go and learn to know. He's just going to copy from
Google and write
and supply it.
I'll disagree. My point is to know what is knowledge. If they can always find it, in fact on Google, it means they know. Because when you ask them, they can go and find it and bring it to you. Because on Google, it's not only the answer that they are going to find. So for them to know that this is the answer, but this is not the answer, it's even a good thing. Just that you have to tell the kids that there will be a point that Google may not be available. So what is the alternative? But them knowing and finding it on Google is, in fact, is a good step for them to take from the beginning. It is telling them how they should be critical and proactive finding answers. So that's not wrong. But the duty of the mother in this case is to tell the kids that you may not always get it on Google. So it's rather you find other ways of knowing things than just keep it in your head. So finding it on Google is not a bad thing.
Finally, Nana Reagan should handle this for me because he is Beef Nation president. Is it right for an artist who is having his own brand to protect? Is it right for an artist who is looking forward to build a following to also say he belongs to another artist following or he belongs to another artist camp? Whilst I was in London, someone sent me a video of Black Sherrif in a certain studio with a gentleman that I know is into the entertainment industry, but I've forgotten his real credentials. But I know he's into the entertainment industry. The last time we went for some Ghana, Jamaica program, he was even the founder or the coordinator of the program. I think I should know him because he knows me. Forgive me if you watch this, because I know he knows me and he knows I should also know him. I think he has even been to this office before.
Oh, Sammy Flex.
I know how it will end if he watches this. But in the studio, he was talking to Black Sherrif, talking about the fact that some people have supported Black Sherrif, mentioning Burna Boy's name, Shatawale's name, and Black Sherrif in return also said even him, he is an SM member. But now, like I know his position as the what's the Black Sherrif come from?
Black Tribe.
No. Rude Boys. Sad Boys.
Okay, so Road Boy is his management team. Road Boy Association is his management
Sad
team.
Boys.
So I'm sure Sad Boys.
Black
Tribe.
Tribe.
Yeah, I think that one will be the correct thing. Sad Boys is not the main thing. No, Blacko Tribe. So being the leader of Blacko Tribe and the leader of Blacko Tribe also confessing publicly or openly that he's also an XM. What are the good and bad? And I'm sure that is the question. What are the good and bad in there? And Beef Nation president will handle this first and the rest will follow. But let's watch the video briefly before we run away from here.
And massive shout out to Burna Boy. You know why? You know why? Massive shout out to Burna Boy. You know why? You know why? Because Burna Boy showed that it's one of us. It doesn't matter where it's coming from. Big shout out also to DJ Kali. Those who are following him, Asha, all over the world. You understand? A massive shout out to Gams Morgan of Morgan Heritage. Then big shout out to SM Boss, Shatter Movement. I want to Shatter Movement. Let's go.
Well, Nana, so Beef Nation president, what are the good and bad in this?
This is a bit difficult to answer because I say it's difficult because you might never know the drive of the artist in putting up a Blacko Tribe and the kind of direction he wants to take those people to. But for him to say he's an SM member, I am not surprised. It could also be music politics, like a comment out.
Does he need it at this time?
Yes, because at this time, the biggest movement is SM. He needs it.
Arguably.
Arguably.
Yes.
Which one is the biggest fan base now? They recently even won the biggest fan base in Ghana music.
It is arguably because there's no statistics or anything to quantify it.
Oh, but there are certain things that we
there are other fan
use
bases in the system. Let's allow it.
There are things that we use to determine some of these things, and even your promotional commentaries and conversations comes to play. Yes. So if, let's say, SAC natives are doing something, and then we look at the number of people who are engaging and running commentaries on it, we can tell that, okay, when it comes to the fan base and promoting their favorite artists, these people are strong, these people are this. And I'm saying that SM movement or the Shatter movement people or fans, they are the biggest, the loudest now currently, in my opinion, if you want me to add that. So if Blacko is saying he's an SM, I am not surprised, and it's a good thing for him, because at the end of the day now he's going to win a lot of love from all these SM fans, and if those numbers comes to add up to his numbers, is it not a win for him? It is a win for him. I have said that, you see, these names are just on these fans kekel. Reality is that the same people you see at Beam Natives, there are a lot of them that are at SM movement. Some too are, we'll say today now we are SAC natives. There are even disappointed ones that will leave SM to join. And disappointed that, you see, so if he wants to play it like that, and if it was a political comment from him, then I would say, I mean, it was in the right direction, because at the end of the day, if anybody is going to love Blacko now, just because he says he's an SM fan, I mean, it's a huge win, brass. I mean, it's a big win. What it means is that if he is playing at the studio, it's not only going to target Blacko tribe. He's going to get SM fans to also come and enjoy his show or patronize his show. So that's a win for him. If he's releasing an album, he's not only looking at Blacko tribe, which he is now building to come and stream his songs. He's going to get SM, and because of the kind of rivalry and competitions among some of these camps, somebody in Kofobi Mokrape, he said, they'll say, okay, because Blacko has said he is SM fan, let's go and stream a song so that he will beat this person's album, so that we can get that bragging right and say, hey, yeah, he's the biggest because he's part of us and that thing. So that is why I'm saying, if this comment is coming in that line, then I don't see anything wrong with it. I don't even see disadvantages with it. Okay. I think it is okay, because he's still now building his fan base, which is the Blacko tribe, and he's definitely going to get SM music consumers as Blacko tribe fans. Definitely, that one there nobody can even argue with. So if he is starting it like this just to pull some of those numbers, which is a very huge number, then it's good for him.
I see. Yes, Chamo, come through.
Yeah. Yeah. First of all, I see nothing wrong with it. I think it's a political talk. The value will only come down when at some point in time he will find himself somewhere and say that, oh, I'm a fan of Beam Natives.
Well, maybe looking for some
then the value will go down. But as at now, it's in his favor. In fact, it's very strategic and it's good for him. I mean, Blacko tribe is not competing in the system. It's a new people discovering him and saying that we love you and we want to be part of you.
What you do.
Yes. So there's no competition here for him to go and compete for and say that no, me too, I'm Blacko and Blacko tribe. I already know that will not be a good move for him, especially when he's building the whole thing. So it's good that he ride on the shoulders of the giant, and who can argue when it comes to SM movement? It's huge. So it's good that he's associating with the SM family to get that numbers. So at some point he will also associate with the others. I mean, look at what he's doing with Sarkodie. So do you think he will go somewhere and say that, oh, as for the SAC native, they am not part? No, he will say that me too. SAC native, yeah, I enjoy SAC native. Like, he will not say it exactly as he said it for SM, but he will say something for SAC natives also feel that he's part of them. And it's a good move. and they will all support him based on that kind of statement and all that. So it's good for him. Just that he will not enjoy it for long. That's how I see it. He will not enjoy it for long.
And again, would someone be right to say then Blacko is being fake? Because he will go stand somewhere and say he's a SAC native, on another platform say he's a BIM native, another platform say he's an SM.
You can take it like that, but me, I will take it that he's being smart. He's being political. In fact, he's ready for the game and he's playing it well. So for those who say he's being fake, it's because maybe they want him to think in one direction. He has to be binary. It's either A or B. And Blacko is saying, no, I can't be A or B. I can be A, B, and even C. And he's winning. At this point, people love his song, regardless of your affiliation. Whether you are SM, BIM, BIM native, SAC native, or whatever. You are enjoying Blacko's song. He's on top of the game now. So why should he now take a stand for others to dislike him for no reason? No, he won't do that. In fact, if I'm closer to him, I will advise him that this is good. Next time when you go somewhere, find another way to say it, but don't say it the way you said the SM1. That's what I will tell him to do. So this is positive for him, and I think he should continue it.
All right. Roland will speak finally on this before we run away from here. Roland, let me listen to you.
It is very interesting. This reminds me of Shatawale dealing with the political parties. The way he goes to sing Mahama paper on the NDC platform, chop their money, and go and sing on MPP campaign platform, chop their money, but at the end of the day, you wouldn't know where exactly to pin him. And it makes the game very interesting. But I would want to say that he will only start experiencing the negative side of some of these comments when there is a political war in the space. That's when. Now he will enjoy it because now he's playing that silence propaganda kind of thing. He has a collaboration with Sarkodie. He's doing "I'm with you, but I'm not yours" kind of statements. Maybe he has a collaboration with Sarkodie. We've seen so many videos of him and Sarkodie vibing and all that. So automatically, on top of your head, psychologically, you can say, "Oh, this guy belongs to us." So there's nothing wrong in supporting him. SM fans did some for Rude Boy Rankin. When you check most of Rude Boy Rankin's fan base and wherever he hails from, most of them were SM fans because he was once upon a time with SA, like with Shatawale, wherever he goes, and he won most of Shatawale's fans. So whenever he hosts an event and all that, you see that massive love that they show to him, and it's like that. So with somebody like Blacko, he will enjoy that from Sarkodie, and for him to profess that he's an SM person, definitely now will win fans, even though he has no collaboration yet with Shatawale. But for him to just say that means that automatically he is going to win some love from them. But the moment, the time it is going to become negative and he will start feeling it is when there is a political war between these two camps. Stonebwoy at a point suffered something like that, where he earned himself enemies that he did not even do anything to provoke them. The moment, because Stonebwoy was brought up or in the camp of Samini, all the people who were against Samini automatically became Stonebwoy's enemies. For no reason. To him, he didn't even know what he had done to them for him to earn himself those kind of enemies. But then, these are some of the things that can happen on the negative side, especially when there is a political war. Now, people would want to call you out to be direct with them, where you belong, so they would know how to treat you. And when it gets to that instance, and fortunately for him now, that tension when it comes to the music, politics, and its war is now on the low. So now you wouldn't see fan base coming at like head-on collision at each other on the online, trying to do, okay, my artist is better than yours, and the fact that we won't support even when your artist drops a project. Now that tension is down. But at a point when that tension becomes high, people would start questioning where you truly belong. And the moment you try to take a stance, blam, regardless of whatever collaboration you have with your artist. We know people who have collaborations with the likes of Shatawale, Sarkodie, and all that, and they are not in the same camps with them. And when they leave, we all know the outcome of how the fan base react to them. So when it gets to that level, that is when Blacko would be forced to make a decision as to where he truly belongs. But now he will continue to win because of the way he is playing his game. So he can come and have a collaboration with you, win your fans more, and now it will also help him because he's now building his fan base. So he will be able to tap into small and gather his own. But then when it becomes critical, that is when he will fill up.
So the new or the latest SM fanatic is Black Sherrif, and I don't know how that will sound though, but it's all good. It's all good.
Maybe he was an SM fan before he broke through.
I see. But the last time he came here before his breakthrough too, he was rather looking for medical to give him a breakthrough song.
That is a breakthrough. So you can be an SM fan that you want Sarkodie or medical to bless you with your best.
That is business.
We wish him well, and again, Black Sherrif is also coming up with his first major concert at the Labadi Beach Hotel. I think he calls it Mozama Disco Cristo concert or something.
Nazil will have issue with you.
I mean, he tried it first one and Nazil came after. Yes, he tried to do a show Mozama Disco and Nazil.
This time he's coming. I think it has even been inculcated in the year of return Ghana activities, because I've seen Ghana Tourism Authority. I've seen their logo on
the first one. It was small, and Nazim came after him. I don't know if he did it or he did not do it.
But he wasn't able to do it.
But then this one, he's doing it bigger.
Yeah.
Well, I think Nazim will not be happy, and for simple reason.
Why would he not be happy?
Muzama Disco was his grandpa's church, so he's saying that he's using it to mock his grandpa after leaving such a huge legacy. And you just doing a concert, and in his defense, he says that this is a secular thing that you are doing, and you are using with the church, and you are using that religious name that his grandpa has built just to do a secular event. So to him, it's a mockery.
No, even if he fights well, he wins because the name itself.
Yes. So to him, it's a mockery disco. Yes.
It's someone's brand.
Yes. And so to him, it's a mockery to his grandpa's legacy. So whenever he hears this name, he's not happy at all. In fact, I've spoken to him about it before, and he wasn't happy about it. I don't know what he will do this time around, but
Chamo, get him, let him come and explain. Tell him I'm looking for him. Like, I'm interested in this.
Okay.
I want to know how he intends to fight this, because it looks like he has a point. Because there is a Mozama Disco Cristo, which is someone's bona fide brand.
Yeah.
So if you also use it,
I'm sure
in copyrighted, it might
what
be.
if it comes
it will end up in a trademark issue.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
I'm also tempted to think that if somebody should also mount a show and say that I am doing the Pentecostal concert in that Blacko direction, how the Pentecostal
for them the Pentecostal Pentecost is general thing. It's not like for one individual.
I'm also thinking of how they would respond to that.
The person who will respond will not have the right, because that one is general. The Pentecostal.
But at the end of the day, they have a headquarters that everything runs through.
Yes, of
so
course. But
the headquarters wants to take actions, because we are also using.
But in the case,
no,
in the case of Pentecostal, the Pentecostal thing is general thing. It doesn't belong to anyone. But for Mozama Disco, if somebody has sat down, came up with that name, and we are using for Pentecostal, just take your Bible, or take even dictionary and go through. It's there. So it's different, but you won't find Mozama Disco in dictionary or in a Bible. So it's two different things.
Heavyweights. So the Mozama Disco, the Genesis. Mozama Disco, the Genesis, with Black Sherrif, La Palm Royal Beach Hotel, 21st December 2021. And this concert is being supported by Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture, Beyond the Return, Ghana Tourism Authority, Musiga, and powered by RBA, Road Boys Association.
Okay, so
Musiga is in there.
But I promised the audience I will talk to Nazil and see
let's listen to how he wants to fight.
Or maybe this time around he will just keep quiet.
Because
last time he tried that.
A story they wrote, and it says Mozama disco is an art of life for the youth of Ghana and beyond the world. A combination of various art forms with music and fashion at its heart.
Yeah.
But there's also another Mozama Church International here, and not the Disco Cristo.
Yeah. I mean,
so Mozama can also be like a Pentecost.
type only Mozama, let's see. Just look for Mozama, just Mozama. Maybe meaning of Mozama or something. How do they spell Mozama? Yours is MU. I think that's
for him, he even changed the spelling, yeah. By the sound, the spelling, yeah, it's not the same. That's
what I'm saying. That if he changes the spelling,
in fact, even if he uses the same thing, legally it may be difficult for them to do something, but morally he has a point. That's where he is going, because he's saying that he's protecting his grandpa's legacy.
He is coming to play the moral.
Yes,
of course. I mean, at this point, you can't legally. It will be difficult for him to win anything.
Same as Pentecostal, it will only be on moral grounds and not legal grounds.
Well, you can try that, but
well, let's hear the you get him. All these things will be coming up. The spelling, the pronunciation, and all. Thanks so much, in Tim Don Solomon Chemo at the other side, Nana Reagan in the middle, and Roland Amate at my immediate left. To the guitar Rasta Currency, Richie Flex, Emmanuel Fori Lapiji, Gideon Lamtesin, the guys behind the scenes for making it happen. But let me also seize this opportunity to announce to you that yes, we understand things are hard, economies are suffering and all. But if you get some money, travel small. Reason we have to go to Dubai come February 2023. And the details are clear. You can get the details and give us a call to register to be a part of it. Registration is ongoing. We've actually started. Some people are booking their slot already. A couple called me from USA, and I think they just got married and they want to go and have their honeymoon at that time. I said, no problem, get it sorted. So you can also be a part of it. And I know some people who have promised to take Nana Reagan this time. So Nana, my name is Sammy Flex. I'll see you tomorrow. But more content here on Sammy Flex TV and Sammy Flex TV Live. Check it out as well, where I've been doing some editorials. And I promise to be giving you that daily dose. And I know that you're going to enjoy them as well. I'll meet you when I meet you. We're out of here.